Hi, I'm Tasha from fitnessblender.com, and I'm here to chat all things FB benchmark and also talk about the sale we have going on right now. So two super fun things. First things first, FB benchmark. FB benchmark is a total body strength and conditioning program designed to help and measure improvement across 8 exercises found in many Fitness Blender workouts. This is a 4-week program. These 8 exercises were selected to demonstrate improvements in strength, power, agility, conditioning, endurance, balance, and coordination. These 8 exercises are thrusters, low rows, burpees, skaters, push-ups, hollow man hold, plank, and bear crawl. I know you're just excited about these 8 exercises as I am. Don't worry, you can swap them out if needed for exercises that more so meet your current training goals or physical capabilities. They are by no means the end-all be-all for demonstrating overall fitness and performance. We will be completing the same benchmark workout at both the beginning and end of this program so that we can measure your progress along the way. Please make sure to bring a pen and paper or your phone, something to collect data during that benchmark workout that's easily accessible to you as you're moving from one exercise to the next. We'll have 4 key measures that we're focusing on as you do this benchmark workout. So for each exercise, you'll be looking at reps, weights, if applicable. It's really only applicable for 2 of those exercises, which version of the exercise you've chosen, and range of motion. So when I say version of the exercise, let's take burpees for example. There's so many modifications and progressions to a burpee and so many variations. You're going to want to look at and record which version did you stick with the most during your timed interval. And then you're going to compare that from the first time you do the benchmark workout to the last. After all, modifications, progressions, it's unique to the individual, so you will know how you made progress moving from one variation to the next. Let's think about range of motion for a second. Most of the time we're counting things, reps, how much weight we're lifting. Range of motion is just as important. So for thrusters, for example, it's a total body move with explosive power. We're descending into that squat with a powerful explosion, throwing those weights overhead with control, of course, to extend our arms overhead. Let's say you get the same amount of reps as you did from beginning to end. So the first time you do that benchmark workout to the ending time that you do that benchmark workout, and maybe you're lifting the same weights. However, maybe you're sinking lower into that squat, or you're able to keep your front rack, your shelf a little bit higher. Range of motion improvement, progress is progress. Feel free to include any other measures that you like when you're tracking performance. You don't have to just stick with those 4. All the workouts in this program contain at least one of these 8 benchmark exercises or an element or variation thereof, so that we are incrementally improving our form along the way. Most of the workouts are strength or core focused, but we do have HIIT, yoga, Pilates, mobility training, active recovery, and mindfulness and meditation activities. So our workouts run the full gamut, and they are just as much mental as they are physical. I had 2 key intentions for designing this program. Number 1, increase confidence. So tracking is optional. You don't have to track any of these physical performance measures during those benchmark workouts. But I do want you to dial in and think about your mental composition at the beginning of this program versus the end of this program, particularly during that benchmark workout. Maybe at the beginning, you're dreading certain moves, you're a little down on yourself. It's human nature. It's totally fine. But I would love for you to look at how your mental clarity and your approach and your self-efficacy increase as you proceed through this program and get to that final benchmark workout. Maybe at the end, you're feeling those superhuman powers, which is the goal. I hope we all feel like superhumans by the end. My second goal was to demonstrate that there are many paths to improvements. So on any given day in this program, you have more than one option for the workout that you'll complete for that day. You'll also have several days where there are extra credit workouts and there are extra credit activities, such as the mindfulness and meditation activities that I mentioned. It doesn't matter how you weave your way through this program. You will have improvements, whether they be mental, physical, Hopefully both. Somewhere along the line there will be improvements, but there's no one correct way. Now let's back it up and talk a little bit more about the sale. From May 1st to May 23rd, we are offering 30% off FB Plus subscriptions and passes. Now, FB Benchmark is an all FB Plus content program, and I would love for all of you to get to experience the magic of FB Plus. With an FB Plus subscription, you have access to all workouts, all of the articles, recipes, the robust filtering capabilities of the system, and you get to work out with the rest of the Fitness Blender community doing this FB Benchmark program. The pass is if you're not ready for a monthly subscription. It's totally fine. You'll have full access to all of FB Plus perks without that monthly subscription, purchasing anywhere from 1 to 90 days of access, and you can purchase multiple passes at once, basing it on your budget and your schedule. Now for me, why do I love FB Plus? I personally love the filtering capabilities. As someone who considers themselves to be an athlete, which I honestly think we are all athletes, because whether you're working towards higher end performance goals or you're trying to improve your approach to activities of daily living and just functional movement, you are moving your body, you are an athlete. But for me, I love being able to use those filtering capabilities, zero in on exactly what I'm looking for to build a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly routine that matches my current training goals and physical needs. And I also love choosing from such a huge content bank that includes all of our trainers, and not just the physical pieces from the workouts, but nutrition from the recipes, and also all of the mindfulness and mental health work. As you'll always hear me say, everything starts up here before it goes into movement. So we have to ground ourselves before we make those physical improvements. So back to FB Benchmark, it includes pretty much all of our content creators, which I'm super excited about. You get to see all of our faces and experience the diversity of our content. For equipment for this program, medium set of weights, heavy set of weights, an optional mat. That is most of what you'll need for most of the workouts. Some of the workout options do include some of our less traditional equipment, such as the foam roller, physio ball, or even the band. But as I said, there's so many options, and our content creators are so good at showing alternatives for those of us who don't have those maybe atypical pieces of equipment. Many workouts I should say, might be different than what you're accustomed to, because we are including some of the slower movement patterns, such as the mobility training and the active recoveries. Maybe you're not used to that style. I know for me, that is my focus right now, is to bump up my cadence with those style workouts. Those are what I like to call my active learning days. I'm doing something a little out of my comfort zone, or something that I've neglected a little bit lately. And it's so important to include all of those elements in a sustainable fitness and wellness program. So I'm excited about that as well. Workouts average about 32 minutes a day, and sometimes there's extra credit. So I think you heard me mention it. I will be doing this program myself, and selfishly, I want you there to hold me accountable. I'm that person that will start a program, I'm all in, 75 to 80% through, something else shiny pops up, and I abandon ship. So I'm hoping that we can get a lot of us in this Fitness Blender community doing FB Benchmark, holding each other accountable to finish it from start to finish, whether that takes 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, finding our way through it together. So if you have not checked out FB Plus, I invite you to do so, and I hope you will join me during this FB Benchmark journey. I look forward to seeing you on the screen. See you soon. So we start with, hi, I'm Tasha from fitnessblender.com, and I'm here to discuss all things FB Benchmark and talk about our sale that we have going on right now. Blah, 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 center. Hi, I'm Tasha from fitnessblender.com, and I'm here to chat all things FB Benchmark and to talk about the sale we have going on right now. Now, these 8 exercises were selected to demonstrate improvements in strength, power, agility, coordination. Wait, what was that C for?
Space, power, agility, endurance, balance and coordination, conditioning. Duh. All right. Stop.
And what was I looking at during that entire time? See, I promise I wasn't just staring off into space this time. There was actually something there. A lot of things that I just couldn't remember all at once because it was a lot to put in my brain. But at least it was real. I feel vindicated.